So when it comes to the government, they love to sit there and just make promises every single day. But when it comes to actually keeping those promises, well, it turns out that the government is nowhere to be seen. Because you can see the article here, and it is quite a few months old now, which we'll get onto in a moment. But it says that Labour will stop the small boats. And this is an opinion piece from Yvette Cooper herself. And it says that Yvette Cooper was appointed Secretary of State for the Home Department. She's essentially in charge of the Home Office, meaning that she's in charge of the border. So a couple of months ago, for her to say, and this is a direct quote, for her to say that Labour will stop the small boats. Now that these guys are in power, and now that Labour actually have to do what they say, we can hold them to account. Because that really is one of the benefits. Well, to be fair, the only benefit of a Labour government. And it is actually the only upside of having them in power. Now we get to sit there and go back on all of their previous quotes. And we actually get to track it just to see if they're going to do it or not. But if we scroll down a little bit here, whilst I was reading the whole article, I did notice one sentence, which did actually stand out. Because it says that we'll have new cross-border police working with European partners to smash the criminal gang networks. And more importantly, it says to stop the boats from reaching the French coast in the first place. Like, she wants to stop the boats from reaching France. No word on the migrants. No word on them at all. You know, you got Sudanese Steve just in Calais. But apparently he's absolutely fine. Because according to this, unless she's paraphrasing, all she wants to do is just stop the boats from reaching the French coast. But the problem with that, they have boats in France. They're not actually taking the boats like all the way up from the Middle East. Like just carrying it on their heads as they go through Europe. They're not bringing the boats that far. They have boats in France. Like there's no reason to bring them up. They have them in France. Which kind of just shows you where the mindset is when it comes to the left. Like they don't actually put any of the responsibility on the migrants. They're almost, according to this, almost just blaming the boats themselves. Like these people just fall into the boats and it just takes them across the channel. But like I said, that really is one of the benefits of having Labour in power, is now they actually have to do the stuff that they said they would do. Like all of these promises, and they have made a lot of promises, but now they can't just sit there like the opposition party. They actually have to get to work. But if you enjoyed seeing information and perspective that you're not going to see anywhere else, then have a look at this video, where it turns out that you can claim benefits for having multiple wives. I can't imagine who's going to find that useful. And thank you for becoming one of the 39,210 subscribers.
This country has gone crazy.